YouTube, WarPetrie here. This is the quick, hopefully, build video of the Reaver Jetbikes for the Dark Eldar. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first off here, we have all the bits that you'll be needing. I have one special bit. You have the two halves of the bike. You have the front part of the bike. You have the like the shifter-ish part, I guess, the blades, the body segments, the gun, the controls, and that stuff. So once you have all those bits together, I'll focus in my camera a little bit more, and then we'll get started on the build. Be right back. Alright, so to start off this build, you'll need the front, or the two sides of the main fuselage of the bike. And then you'll also need this part. There are a few different types of these. I think there's three or four, which is pretty cool. All the fuselages are the same, I believe. For the most part, they are the same. But the front, like, air intakes are different. So these two just glue right on top of each other. And then this part will slide in underneath, and I'll show you that once I have these glued. Alright, so now we got the fuselage all built. Right now it's upside down, but here it is. Alright, so now for this part, the blades and stuff, if you can see, so I can get a little pointing device here. If you can see this area, the half moon shape, and then this like rectangle-ish shape, there is a notch in the plastic, and so you can kind of see where those fit together, and so they just slide right along each other like that, and it just goes straight up, and there's that. So take that out. And then if you can see in there, there's a notch, and then you can also see the bearing where you have your flying stand, but there's a notch in there. So just put a little bit of glue right along, and then that just slides right in. Now let's see if I can do this all in one shot of a video. Alright, so there's that. I use super glue all the time. I'm using crazy glue right now because I put it in there and it's done. Alright, the next part is the flying controls, which is this little fiddly part. I didn't have a problem with gluing on this part, or cutting it out of the bits, or the screw, this time with like the little handle things, but this slots right into that cavity right there, so you just pop that in. Make sure to keep it in focus. Right now my camera is balancing on a paint pot and some steps. Alright, so this part, there you go, just fits right in. When you're cleaning up the mold lines and stuff, make sure that this area right here is pretty smooth and stuff, and same with the bottom area. And then the part right here on the actual handle bit itself, make sure that's clean too, because that literally pops right in. And let's see if I can get it out without breaking it. Even just a little bit. Come on. Alright, well, I don't really want to break that, so let's see here. Pop that out. Just sneak it underneath here. You know what? I just put a little bit of glue in there. Pop that back in. Put a dab of glue up here. Alright, that should be good. So, they'll stay because it's all interlocked and stuff. Alright, so the next part is the front bit. This has a notch inside it where like the little rib cage thing is, and that will fit right over this part here, so it just slides right on top. No, I hit the camera. camera. You can do it. I knew I would have done that sometime. There we go, that's a bit better. Alright, so that fits right on top, and that's all I gotta do. Just glue that on. What I'm going to do with this part is you also get this little notch right here. It's the top part to the bike. Let's get my other built one in here. It is this piece right here, and in the instructions there's the peg that it sits on. You can see that little peg there. It says just cut that right off and it'll like be lowered or whatever, and so I will do that. Of course I don't have my clippers with me. That's all I gotta do, just snip that right off to add some diversity to the model and to the other models. So glue on, don't want that on there yet. Just put a bit of glue right there and on the sides, just like that, and then just pop this on. Make sure that it's all the way down. So as you can see, you're pretty much almost done with the bike. It's a pretty quick build. Then just put a dab of glue in the little crevice there at the top, and then just slide that right on. There we go. Looking pretty good. Alright, so the next part we're going to do is this top blade, and that fits right into the notch in the back. So I'd rather fit that first. It fits right in there, pretty snug. Pops right out. And so what you could do, if you want to make a large squad of these, and you want to make a let's say there can be, I believe, 10 bikes in the squad, maybe more. I gotta check my codex. But let's say you have a lot of bikers, and for a game you want to make a like a couple smaller squads. Just magnetize that right in. There's a special bit for the succubus, I believe, or the no, not for these guys. I don't know, some the Jetbike squad leaders. You just magnetize that right on with the skulls and stuff, and voila, there you go. You can also magnetize the arms for the rider. That'd work too. Alright, so the next part from here is we're going to put in the air intake right down there, and it is this bit right here. So it has a notch in there, which is pretty cool with all these models. You can see that small little square right there. Just put a dab of glue in there. And then you have the pointy side, so not upside down. You can probably do it however you want, but I believe that there's a way that you're supposed to actually put this on there. Just hit the camera again, and then that slots right on there. Alright, so then, camera issues now. Come on. There we go. Alright, so next after this, now you get into the little fiddlier parts. You have a side blade, should be in here. Maybe not, I don't have that with me. Alright, well, there's a little side blade, I can try to pick up, that will glue onto the side of the air intake. It will go right there, and that just adds a little bit more detail and another blade, but for some reason I don't have the other one with me, so I will not put that on my model. I'll probably find it later, and then it'll be there. So alright, so then the part after that, I'm probably not even following the rule instruction book, but is you glue on the actual like engine, and this will slot in place, which is like with everything else, right on the back there. And I was looking on Forge World, and these look very similar to the Forge World bikes. At least the main fuselage part, and then the this back part here. So it'd be kind of cool to convert a regular Eldar bike into a Dark Eldar jet bike, because they are Eldar themselves, but they've just been converted, kind of. So that's pretty much the whole jet bike. The next part to do for the bike itself is just to glue on the splinter rifle. Again, there's the splinter rifle, and then there is the blaster, and then the dark lance options that I've already glued on magnets to, and for my first bike. So on the bottom here, there's this little oval notch. That's what I carved this out a bit more to be able to fit my magnet, and then I was just able to glue that right on there. For this, just gluing it right on, because there's no options for me to put here. So I'm going to glue that right on there to the notch. So there we go. So this is our whole bike, a whole jet bike. Put that off to the side real quickly, and then you have the torso. The torso, let's see if I can zoom into that right there, is in two pieces. It's on a front. It's on a front and a back, and the back you just go on like the top half part, and then you can see the notches there. So this notch we'll be able to glue on in place with the notch on there. It's upside down now, but so that's really nice. You just glue that right on there, and it will fit. So she'll do that. It's a little bit hard to dry fit that, but because the notch itself is kind of small. And let's see here. Alright, so that just glues right on there. If that was in shot, I don't think so, because it was zoomed in. Alright, there we go. And so, the next part, you didn't really have to glue on the hand right then, but I did just to show the notches. So then the other part is the legs. The legs themselves have indentations of where to glue, so there's no trying to position the rider all in your fingers and stuff on the bike itself. Just put some glue on that, and then find the correct position, and go to the next one. So it's kind of nice that they don't have like the pre-molded legs like they do with the Space Marines. I like that you can change out the bits. The only thing I don't really particularly like is that there are only 2 male bodies, and then there's like 2 or 3 female bodies. The only thing I don't like about that is that like if you wanted to have like an all male squad or like an all female squad, you can't really do that. I'm sure you can just get a oh, like that. My words didn't work against me, or they did work against me. That didn't fit. Alright, but yeah, you can't have an all male biker squad or all male female squad, which is kind of a disappointment. And same thing with the witch guys, just the witches. You can't have an all female witch squad, which I kind of would have liked, because I don't think males should be witches. But yeah. So I had to clip that arm off. I'll see if I can position the biker on there. So that notch should have fit, but I think I just glued it on wrong, which is an easy fix. So just have the arm, then let's see here. Might have to take this off camera. I don't think so. There we go. I think that worked. There we go. Both legs. Alright. So now the part that I'm adding on is actually a witch bit. And this is I don't think it has a particular name, but it's pretty cool. It has this thing on it. And it was actually a conversion I saw in the codex itself, and in their rules and stuff, they have a close combat weapon and splinter pistol, along with all the weaponry and stuff that they have for the bikes. So I just glued that right on there, and that looks pretty awesome. Like I said, love this kit. And for the head, I have the faceless plate, and I'm coming up here on 15-inch, which is perfect, because gluing this on, I will not glue on the rider because that would be insane. I would like to paint this nicely. So, having that there, put the head on the model. A little too much glue, but that's alright. So, kind of turn the head a little bit. Oh, you can't see this. So, there we go. Oh, that's slowed down. Alright, and this is out of shot now. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. That looks cool. Alright, so there's the build of the Reaver Jetbikes for the new Dark Eldar. Let me get this in a different angle. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if I went a little too fast, but it is very easy to build these things. I'll probably have the other one built in another 10-15 minutes. That's it. It's a whole jet bike, really simple to put together. I understand that there are a few bits on here that are a little difficult, but easily compensated. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye bye.